Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. I'm Brittany Tarwater. Want to get the word out in case you can help. Knoxville police are looking for a 3-year-old missing girl. They put the note out around 1:30 that 3-year-old Janiya Neal is missing from the Inskip area. Here's her picture. She's 3 years old, missing from Claudius Road in the Inskip area. We're told that she was last seen wearing a Rugrats shirt, pink pants, and was wearing pink shoes that light up. And in her hair, she has 3 ponytails. Again, take a look at what she looks like. 3-year-old Janiya Neal, missing from the Inskip area. It's a very active search right now. Crews have dogs, helicopters, and you see lots of officers out there, people looking right now. They're in the air, they're on the ground, as this search is very, very active right now. Coming out almost an hour ago, around 1:30 is when we got word from KPD that they were looking for a missing 3-year-old. We've been checking in on some of this scene. We have one of our photographers who's there right now. You could hear the helicopters hovering over the scene not too long ago, but you see several officers out there. A very urgent and a very active search right now for the missing 3-year-old. Police tell us that she went missing from the Inskip area, and if you're not too familiar with exactly what part of town this is, on Claudius Road, I want to show you this map that we have created for you, and I'm going to hover in on exactly where they are right now over near the Boys and Girls Club. Claudius Road is this road that you can see right here in the Inskip area. That's where police tell us she went missing, and I'll bring this out for a little bit of reference for those who live in the Knoxville area. You can see some of the places and some of the landmarks around where they are searching right now. But again, we'll go back to the search area as crews are searching in the ground, they're searching in the air, and have several different responding officers to this missing 3-year-old. Again, her name Janiya Neal. She has been missing since around 1:30 is when we got the note that Knoxville police were looking for her. 3925 Claudius Road, to be even more specific. Last seen, again, here's her picture, wearing a Rugrats shirt, pink pants, and wearing pink shoes that light up. And they also want to note that if you see her, look for 3 ponytails in her hair. That's what they were saying she was dressed like. This is a picture of what she looks like, and has been missing for, it's not even been an hour yet, but you can see how active this search is already in Knoxville, in the Inskip area, as crews continue to search for a missing 3-year-old, Janiya Neal, near Claudius Road. And this could be the area where we're looking right now, a little closer to that exact address that they gave us, which is 3925 Claudius Road. That is nearby the Boys and Girls Club, as we've identified on our map of that part of town. We have just sent a crew to the scene who's shooting this for us, our photographer shooting this scene for us, trying to get a feel for what this looks like and what the search radius looks like right now. We heard a helicopter a couple of minutes ago hovering over this scene. We're told that that's just one of the ways that they're looking for this missing 3-year-old. And of course, we've seen dogs out with crews not too long ago, also helping aid in this search. And then you see officers and several different police cars also on the scene here. This picture is one of the other pictures that Knoxville Police gave us. It's not too clear, which is why we're showing you the other one that may just have a little bit more detail on what the 3-year-old looks like. But this coming out on Twitter from Knoxville Police not too long ago, just around 1:30 today, that this is the little girl who they are looking for in the Inskip area, part of Knoxville. So that's one picture of the 3-year-old Janiya Neal, and we'll get you back to the search as I pull up a map that may help us better identify where they are, what part of town they're searching, and if you can also help with the effort to find Janiya Neal, the missing 3-year-old from Knoxville. Here's a map that we can show you for reference, and I've zoomed this out, trying to make it a little bit wider for you. And this road here, this is Claudius Road, that is the focus of the search right now. This is where police are telling us that she was last seen, Claudius Road in Knoxville, in the Inskip area, which you can see. This is the Boys and Girls Club, and this road obviously right next to that. So if that gives you some reference, then this is where that search is happening right now for the missing 3-year-old. We got word about an hour ago that police were searching for her. This is one of the pictures that Knoxville Police put out on Twitter, and that we're using to help bring her home and bring her home safely. Here, a little more detail on the shirt that she was wearing. They said that it was a Rugrats shirt that is pink, yellow, and green. So some color there on her outfit. Please call 911 if you've seen where this 3-year-old could be, or if you have any information on where she could be. Here's the other photo that we're given from Knoxville Police. This one just a little bit more out of focus than the one that we had before, as we try to bring it back on this screen here so you can see what we're looking for. 3-year-old Janiya Neal, been missing from the Inskip area for creeping up on now an hour, as we are on the ground with the search crews, trying to get a feel for where this child could be and what this search looks like. What we're seeing based on the pictures here, bring these up for you, a really active scene, several different Knoxville Police cars. Not sure who all is in this picture and what this discussion is about, but we've seen several different Knoxville Police cars. We have seen helicopters, and we heard helicopters just a couple of minutes ago hovering over that scene. And then we also saw some officers out with canine officers as well. Helicopter and canine units are also involved in the search to locate this missing 3-year-old girl, who now has been gone for more than almost an hour. We got that notification, 1:31 to be exact, is when we were first notified that the 3-year-old was missing. And our crews have just gotten to the scene and are trying to get video and trying to help us get more information about where she could be. We don't know who she was last seen with. All we know is that she was last seen wearing a Rugrats shirt, pink sparkly pants, pink shoes that have pom-poms on them. Those shoes light up, and they say her hair is up in 3 ponytails. So that is the description that we have from her on what she looks like. And we actually do have a full screen that can show you more on what she looks like and the information that we have from Knoxville Police right now, and ways that you can help bring her home. If we can bring that up in just a few minutes. If we can we get that full screen up? Sorry? Can we get that full screen up? Awesome, thanks. Here we go. I think this picture just is a little bit clear on what she looks like. Gives you an idea of her face here. 3 years old, missing from Knoxville. Claudius Road, that's in the Inskip area. And again, we were just looking at that map a few minutes ago, and you can see that's right next to the Boys and Girls Club. Also looks like a dead-end street, so one way out, one way in. And last seen wearing a Rugrats shirt with pink sparkly pants, pink shoes that have pom-poms on them. And those shoes also light up. So if you see the child walking, then her shoes are going to light up as she takes steps. Also that her hair is up in 3 ponytails. And if you have any information, you know anything about this child, anyone who is associated with this child, any ideas where she could be or how you can help bring this child home safely, Knoxville Police want you to call them immediately, want you to call them right away. We are on the scene, and we have been there for just a little over 15-20 minutes trying to get an idea of what's going on here at this home, this location that we were given right around 3925 Claudius Road. There we go. That not sure exactly what that paperwork is, what that means, but we have seen K-9 units on the ground. We have seen several different police officers. I would say, probably safe to say, about a dozen different police cars on this scene on Claudius Road, and helicopter units also circling the area that we heard and that we saw, and we've also confirmed are all helping with the search. And there's that helicopter that we were just talking about. That's also part of this search effort for the 3-year-old child who has been missing since about 1:30. So police not wasting any time, getting crews on the ground and in the air looking for this missing child, hoping to bring her home safely. One more time, I want to show you what we've been given from police. Not a whole lot about who she was last seen with, not a whole lot about any ideas. I'm just going to refresh that in case the information has changed. But this is a picture of her, just showing us what she looks like, what she was last seen wearing, which we've gone over with you several times now. That Rugrats shirt that was pink, yellow, and green. Those pink sparkly pants she was last seen wearing, and then the pink shoes with pom-poms that light up. And then this is that other picture that we have that we also gave you on the full screen, just a little bit more of a clear picture of her face, as the previous one just was a little bit blurry. So this one just gives us a little bit more detail on who she is and what she looks like. All we know right now, as far as information that's been given to us from police, is where she was last seen, which again is that Claudius Road address, which is right here on the map in Inskip. And we just, by looking at it here, it looks to me like it's a dead end. There may be a couple ways in and out if you take some of these side routes, but doesn't look like a very big street here. And it's also close by the Boys and Girls Club and in the Inskip area. So there's some reference on the street, and I'll zoom out if you're looking for other landmarks that you may recognize in the Knoxville area. But I'm going to keep the mouse on the street right here where they say she was last seen, and that is also where our crews are right now in this area, alongside the police officers who we've been watching on site as they are starting to search for the 3-year-old. We did see not too long ago a K-9 officer, K-9 unit. We also saw helicopters in the air trying to get a wider scope and see some things from a different perspective in the air. And then we're looking at several different units, police cars on the ground with officers who are out scoping that area. It looks to me like, in addition to what you're seeing here in this scene, I can pull that up for you. There you go. In this scene, we've also seen what looks like officers maybe talking to neighbors in the area, talking to people who were outside. We did see a couple of people, some children outside this area, as the search now just crossing over an hour. We got word at 1:31 to be exact, that police started looking for a missing 3-year-old. They put the word out, put her picture out, all in an attempt to catch the attention of you all and any eyes and ears on the ground that can help try to search for her and let police know if anything that may lead her home has been identified. So we've known about this for about an hour, and as our crews are starting to move around, give you a different feel for where we are and what officers are doing on the scene here. Hard to hear any of those conversations or to understand exactly what they're talking about, but this could be the area where she was last seen, which again was Claudius Road in downtown Knoxville, in the Inskip area of Knoxville. I don't think we can show you the picture with the full screen that we've created enough, just because that's going to be our identifier for her. Janiya Neal, 3 years old, missing from Claudius Road, again in the Inskip area. Last seen wearing that Rugrats t-shirt, and a couple more details on the Rugrats t-shirt. It's pink, yellow, and green. So the outfit she was last seen in, very colorful. Also in pink sparkly pants and wearing pink shoes with pom-poms that light up when she walks. They also say that her hair is up right now in 3 ponytails. So some identifiers if you are looking for this child in this area. Again, it's been a little more than an hour since Knoxville Police alerted us about this missing child. So, you can get a pretty good distance in an hour from Knoxville, especially being that close to the interstate. Not saying that she was last seen in a car, not saying that, just giving you some reference onto what the timeline has looked like in the last hour, as we're seeing officers on the scene here. And again, we've been looking at the helicopter units, we've been looking at the canine units. Not too long, it's been a minute since we've seen the canine officer, but we did see one out, not sure even which direction that canine was going. But of course, we will continue to follow all the details and everything that comes out of this. And I'm continuing to update the Knoxville Police Twitter page, because that historically has been a place where Knoxville Police keeps up with information relatively quickly. And one of the first places that they go to update you and update us where there are new developments in certain cases. So I'm refreshing here and trying to keep you with the most up-to-date information on Janiya Neal, who is a missing 3-year-old who has been reported missing now for a little more than an hour. As crews, as you're looking at right now, looks like officers, possibly detectives, out on the scene in the Inskip area of Knoxville. We've seen maybe 10, 12 different Knoxville police cars out, and you can see looks like almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 10 in this shot alone. Officers, detectives, people who are involved in bringing this child home. So lots of people involved in the search right now, very extensive and active. They're trying to search for her, or any clues or any ideas that lead them to where she could be, on air, in helicopters. And again, they have a canine unit who's also out searching, trying to identify a scent that could lead them hopefully in the right direction, to bringing Janiya Neal home safely, the missing 3-year-old who is at the center of this search right now in Knoxville. Again, there's her picture. Been gone now a little more than an hour, as we are watching the clock and trying to keep an eye on what crews are doing. wearing that Rugrats t-shirt, colorful outfit that she has on right now, and most notably, if you've seen these shoes, of course, you know the shoes that light up. Her shoes have pink pom-poms on them, and they light up when she takes steps. So that could be one way to help identify this child. Her hair is up in 3 different ponytails, and wearing that Rugrats shirt with pink sparkly pants. That's what we're looking for. A 3-year-old child, pink sparkly pants, a pink shoes that light up, and a colorful pink, yellow, and green Rugrats t-shirt that she was last seen wearing. There's a photo of her in this full screen that we have created. And again, if you have any information, if you know anything about this child, maybe her family, any details that you think could help police identify where she could be, they're asking that you call them right away. As you see on your screen here, we're looking at a motorcycle, a police officer on a motorcycle coming by, and then some people on foot who are approaching the scene. Could be neighbors, could be people who are cooperating or assisting with the search. We have seen several neighbors just outside walking, and we have seen some who are speaking with police as they continue to gather details on any information that could help bring this 3-year-old home safely. And while we wait, we're hoping to get an interview with a representative from Knoxville Police who can give us a little bit more information as we watch the helicopter continue to circle around this area of Knoxville. That's the Inskip area, specifically on Claudius Road, which is what police have identified as the place where she was last seen, or at least where she went missing from. This helicopter has been hovering around. We've probably seen it for the last more than half an hour at least, so possibly almost the last hour, as that helicopter continues to circle the area and get a different perspective on the search for the little girl. Here's her picture along with some of the information that KPD has given us. There is her face on this picture. That may help if you know her or see her. Hopefully this can give you a little bit more of a clue here. Looking for this 3-year-old child missing from Claudius Road in Inskip. Again, wearing that Rugrats shirt with the pink pants, pink shoes that light up. There's one picture that we've been given from Knoxville Police, and then this is the other picture that we're trying to show you as well. This one just a little bit more clear. But these are the only 2 pictures that we've gotten from Knoxville Police in the attempt to bring home missing 3-year-old Janiya Neal. Again, we'll get back to this video here of the helicopters that are circling the area. One helicopter circling the area, rather. And we've just seen this effort, or at least this tactic through helicopter circle for the last 45 minutes now. It's been almost an hour and 15 minutes since we have been told that the child has been missing. Janiya Neal, a 3-year-old who police are looking for right now. And not sure if these are new cars to get to the scene, Knoxville police cars, or if these are ones that have been there. But you see some people walking around, looks like on cell phones, and we saw some neighbors earlier speaking with police in this area. I also saw some children in this area where the 3-year-old was last seen, and that looks like that's just the center point of where crews could be setting up and perhaps distributing information if and when they get it. And again, there's a shot of the helicopters who are hovering in this area, and I'll show you the map too that we have created for you, and we'll start in close on the map to give you an idea of what part of town we're looking at. This is Claudius Road. Right here is where my mouse is, Boys and Girls Club. Right here And as I zoom out, this may help with landmarks or help you identify exactly where this search is happening. That gives you some reference. Of course, you've got the interstates and then some other places that you may recognize this part of town. It's been now an hour and 15 minutes since we were alerted that the child has been missing. So crews have been looking for at least that long for Janiya Neal. And we don't know who she was last seen with. We just know where she was last seen and what she was last seen wearing. But it has been about an hour and 15 minutes since we were told that this child is missing. So we don't want to assume that she is in a car with someone. We don't want to assume anything about that, but just given the idea here with how close the interstate systems are, just wanted to reference that. But again, we don't know if she was last seen on foot with anyone, last seen in a car. We don't have those details yet, but we will ask police. We will continue to ask those questions to police and let you know as soon as we get information. We are hoping to snag an interview with a representative from Knoxville Police who can give us some more information and update to this search as they continue to look for this 3-year-old Janiya Neal, who is missing from the Inskip area. We'll go back to her picture and show you more information that we have here. We have 2 pictures from Knoxville Police. This is the first one showing you what she looks like, and then here is the second one that just is a little bit clearer than the first one. And so we've created another full screen, this full screen that we've shown you, and we'll show you this one again with just some details on there that can help give you a snapshot of exactly what we know and who we are looking for. Janiya Neal, 3 years old, missing from Claudius Road in the Inskip area. Claudius Road, that's what we just showed you on the map that we've created, and how close that is to the Boys and Girls Club, just right next door. And seen wearing a Rugrats shirt, pink sparkly pants. That Rugrats shirt is also multicolored. It's pink, yellow, and green. And her hair is in 3 ponytails. We have reports that she's wearing pink shoes that light up. And if you have any information about where this child could be, please, of course, call 911 right away if you have any information that could possibly help bring this child home and bring her home safely. Crews right now, we've been seeing them search in the air. We've been seeing them search with a K9 unit, and then we have seen several officers on the ground who are scoping this area, asking questions to neighbors, trying to gather details, any information on if anybody has seen her, knows who she may have been seen with, and where she could be. All we know right now is what she was wearing and the address of where she was last seen. And I'm going to try to get an update, since we've been with you for just a few minutes now, trying to get an update if we know if we're going to be able to get an interview with Knoxville Police, who of course is leading this investigation. And we've got folks in our newsroom right now who are on the phone with Knoxville Police right now requesting to get more information, any more details that may be able to be released that could help in the search to bring home this 3-year-old, as many of you are hoping and interested in, of course, her safety and hoping to bring her home. So we'll let you know as soon as. Going to be a few more minutes. Okay. All right. Going to be a few more minutes on this. So I'm going to let you go, and we will, of course, bring you details on any updates, any developments with the missing 3-year-old Janiya Neal in Knoxville. We'll leave you one more time with this information and her picture in case you've seen her, missing from Claudius Road in the Inskip area of Knoxville. She's been missing now for almost an hour and 20 minutes as police continue their search. We will keep you posted on the WVLT News app, on Facebook, anywhere you're getting us, and of course on the air this afternoon. So we will be giving you the information as soon as we have it with missing 3-year-old Janiya Neal.